All right, peace, shalom, shalom. I want to go into a discussion about my man Champ allegedly supposed to be stealing Bimmy's card and things of this nature. You know, it could be true that Champ stole. Well, Bimmy said on the Hoffa show, what's that? My expert opinion that he didn't steal his card, that he actually stole one of his business partner's card. And he was saying that the business partner was basically a billionaire and that Champ stole $42,000 out of the account, making what you would call equipment. I'm not making, but buying equipment and other things, right? Now, they do have certain footage of him and things of this nature, but they tell you this in school. Comprehension is everything. Now, prior to all this stuff happening, Champ was working for Hoffa. He was basically, I don't mean no disrespect to the brother, but he was basically a gopher. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Math need, he took care of the situation. You know, if Math needed him to come pick him up in his car, he did that. He did a lot of things behind the scenes, right? For Math. But they fell out because Mav said that he wasn't going to pay him for some work that he had did, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. And he said that he wasn't going to pay him after the interview or of a particular individual that was on his show. I think it was Albie Al or something like that. That dude from New Jersey, I believe. But you know, they fell out after that because Champ made the statement. He said that he just left dude alone, you know. And he was on Flip the Script show talking about Champ. This like kind of went viral. And see, like when I say comprehension is everything, you got to pay attention to what's going on. It's because before Champ left, you had the dudes from Bag Fruit. They was on the show, and the show was really popular. You know what I'm saying? It still is now because Math, you know, he got his own following, and he got people that comes on the show, you know, and things of this nature. But I would say like his show has started to really take off when he had these people on his show, and one of the peoples that he had on the show was those guys from Bag Fruit. So they fell out first over what? Money issues. That's what they fell out the first time, right? When he had those guys on his show. They leave the show and they start doing their own thing, but Mav and Bagfield, they both was trying to discredit each other's, right? So people won't really mess with them. So here come Champ. Champ is a person that comes out of prison just as well. And Champ was like I say, he was doing a lot of things for Math behind the scenes, right? So he leave over a money dispute. He felt as though when Math was doing this interview that he should have been compensated for the interview, which he should have, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, there's nothing for free out here. See, people don't work for free. And if they do that for a period of time, if they independent, you know what I'm saying, they got their own business, they gonna do that for so long. But they need to be compensated. So Math took it upon himself not to compensate this brother, and that's when quote unquote the beef started, right? So they talking about each other in the media. Champ is on Flip the Script. He's on these different podcasts talking about the incident that led up to them breaking up. And Math Hoffa is doing the same thing. So people kind of looking at Math and say, damn, you cut ties with Bag Fuel, and also you cut ties with Bigger. The same situation, money issues. Bigger left, you know, my brother that's in the truth, Hebrew Israelite, he left also. He left after Bag Fuel. Then Champ came. Champ ended up leaving too over money disputes, because I didn't really want to say this too much about Math, because I think he's a good dude, but it seemed like to me, it's like he's a shady individual, because you got three individuals that's leaving over money. Now, Bimmy been on Mav's show multiple times, so they have a certain type of rapport with each other. Now you got to pay attention to the play, right? If Bimmy has a certain type of rapport with Mav, why would Bimmy be around Champ like that? Why would he be around him like that? The reason why he probably had him around him is to do what? To try to smear this man's character in the media. Now we sitting up here talking about Champ allegedly stole $42,000 from a business partner or a person that Bimmy knows to buy himself studio equipment and stuff like that. Now we have to look at this. Now he could have did this, right? But I'm just looking at this from a different perspective. If Champ stole $42,000 from a partner, whether he stole it from Bimmy or somebody else, Bimmy is a businessman. You steal $42,000 from me, why the police is not involved? Why is Champ still roaming around here, right? And ain't nobody called no authorities on him. Bimmy said that he stole money from one of his business partners, right? So that means that this person, he said that the person, he's a billionaire. That's what Bimmy said out of his mouth. So why is Champ not in jail for stealing $42,000? You know what I think? I think that I believe that this is a play that is being done on the behalf of Mav Hoffa to discredit this guy in the media. Whatever he's trying to do, they gonna fix it, whereas nobody is not gonna be able to work with this guy, because he has a jacket on him that what? He's a thief. right? He has a jacket on him that he's a thief. Ain't nobody gonna work with him. And see, if that don't work against Champ, and Champ start moving and shaking and making moves, then the next move that they gonna make on the chessboard is that they gonna send them goons after him. See, they gonna send the wolves after him. See, you know, a lot of these guys, man, they talk about all this black stuff and how black people need to stick together. Ever since this guy left the show, he's been getting a lot of flack for leaving Math Hoffa's show. And one of the reasons is because Math is already looked at as a shady individual. And we're sitting up here taking a word from another shady individual, Bimmy. Bimmy is a known government informant. Now let's look at this, y'all. Let's say that Bimmy wasn't an informant. He never told on nobody, right? He's still an informant. Why you say that, Yahshua? It's because he's working with the other nations, whether they Colombian, Italians, whatever Caucasian or indigenous people that live in this country. He working with these people to bring drugs in the community that destroyed his own community. So he's an informant. He's an agent. See, this is what we've been led to believe in the projects. We've been brought up to believe that drug dealers are like the Robin Hoods of the neighborhood. Now, am I saying that you don't have certain drug dealers that take care of everybody and make sure people straight? And, you know, you do have people like that. But what I'm saying is this. Even though you have people, they may throw slow jams or what's that, old school Sunday, you know, pay for everybody gym shoes and all that. He's still an informant. It's because he's bringing a substance into the neighborhood that is going to destroy the moral fiber of the neighborhood. And let's look at it today. We love rap, right? I love rap. But what is most of the stuff that's being said on rap lyrics today? It's talking about murder and destruction. See? And Bimmy is a part of this. So he still has taken on what you would call an informant behavior. These are informants, y'all. So let's look at this for instance, right? Let's say that Bimmy never told on none of his comrades. Let's say that he do have a squeaky clean record on that note, right? He didn't tell, right? He's still an informant. It's because he's working with individuals that's going to bring drugs and other things into the neighborhood to destroy his own people. A lot of these guys that run around here glorifying sex, money, and murder and all this type of stuff, they informants. So why would we take the word of an informant as face value? See? I was looking on Math Hoffa show. I didn't really get to sit down and listen to it and stuff like that because sometimes I don't even like listening to that stuff because a lot of them guys, they are biased. You know what I'm saying? When Zip with the Drip was having problems with 10 Toes Down and all these other people and Bimmy, he showed evidence that Bimmy was an informant. And you know what the people did that loved Bimmy so much? He probably be a great guy. But they swept it under the rug. And then you had all of the people 10 toes down. You had, what is that other guy? Boosie. Used to be with AZ and all them. They came to this man's rescue. Boosie is another informant. AZ is an informant. See, we like to talk about Alpo and all this type of stuff. What is that guy? King Erna is an informant. It's because why? They were working with the so-called white man and these other nationalities to destroy their own people. So why would we sit up here and take what these guys is doing for face value against this man? Why would we do that? Bimmy lied and said that he didn't tell on individuals, but then turned around and said that he I can't think of the legal term that they use, but basically he told on individuals because somebody got shot at a park or something like that. He had to go down to the precinct and give a statement. But he lied and said that he never did that. But it came out that he did it is because he didn't want to go to jail. So you see how that worked? So all I'm saying is that this is just my thing. I think that Mav Hoffa, and you know, I'm sitting there looking at it 10 toes down. He's sitting up there like he's some old gangster from the 1970s or the 1980s. Man, that man a bozo too. It's because he got on national TV. You know, YouTube is a national, that's television. The man got on television and told the whole world that when he used to do bodybuilding and he used to sell his pictures to ladies to make money and all that, he glorified making thousands of dollars in prison, and he was selling his pictures to other men. See? So why would we take a lot of these guys? Then he called himself 10 toes down. I think I think his nickname is Shaft. You know, I first saw the brother on when I first see Shaft. I first saw Shaft / 10 toes down on the House of Consciousness with Sarnetta's, because I think they cousins. Think they family. Now he had just got out of jail, and he seemed like he was really trying to do some things in the community. And look, he probably is doing some things in the community. But see, what makes their credibility flawed is because they sit around and they try to talk about other individuals. And see, they just as flawed as these other individuals. 10 toes down was selling pictures. Them pictures could have been naked pictures or something. He's selling pictures to anybody, men, women. What type of mindset is that? See? So, and see, they have a wave on quote unquote the internet. See, that's their wave. That's how they get money. So I believe that Bimmy, 10 toes down, and a lot of the people that's associated with Bimmy's circle is siding with Mav Hoffa to come after this guy Champ, to discredit him so that he can't get no work out here. It's just like the streets. If a guy leave another guy, he was selling drugs with, right? Then he started to go to another block. It ain't necessarily on the same block as the same individual. It could be down the street. And he trying to make motion out there. And he get a couple of dollars here and there, but they look at him as a threat. So what they gonna do? They gonna get him out the way. Rather they gonna kill him or they gonna call the police on him. See? They're gonna use any tactic that they can use to get him out of the way. And see, another thing too, if he stole $42,000 from a billionaire, that means that Bimmy, which I think that he'd be around people like that is because he's associated with Def Jam, you know what I'm saying? But if you running around here with 50 a guy stealing $42,000, why he ain't in jail for that? Why he's not being questioned? So we gotta question stuff like that, man. Just because you see a person going to the ATM and stuff like that, man, that don't necessarily mean what that mean. You know, they got all these cameras and stuff. You don't know. These guys, they can set up anything to make you look like you doing something, and here it is, they lying. See, it's because they trying to get you out of the way, you know. So this my little rant. Like I say, he could have stole the money. That's a human being. People do things like that. But what I'm just saying is that we have to look at both sides of the situation. And we got to pay attention. We got to stop looking at these people as upstanding people. Mav Hoffa is not an upstanding guy. Bimmy, 10 toes down, they not upstanding people. I mean, they go to work every day. They trying to make moves and do the best that they can. But when they try to paint this picture that I'm a real nigga, and no, they not. See? And see, a real nigga, that's coon talk. See, we got to get out of that. I believe that Math and those guys is using the internet to try to spin the people to make Champ look bad so that he can be painted as a thief, an untrustworthy person, and ain't nobody gonna deal with him. So with that being said, peace, shalom.